Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hive Mind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. You guys sense it, right? It's obviously happening. It may not be an immediate turnaround or shift, but it is certainly brewing. You know, bubbling under the surface, the chemical reaction is happening. Eventually, the whole solution's gonna be a different substance. That's what it feels like. There's a change. Like I've been saying for years, it's that political pendulum that shifted so far to the left, and eventually the lefties end up overstepping and it shifts right back to the center or right back even to the right. It is happening. And it seems like the issue that's changing everything isn't the economy, it's not Ukraine, it's not the pandemic, it's not any of that. It's the culture war. Specifically gender ideology infiltrating the curriculum in K through 12. Most recently, we covered the parental rights in education movement, or I guess let's call it a protest that spawned in Los Angeles. Well, the dam is bursting because something much, much bigger just happened in Canada. Let me show you guys exactly what I mean by that. We got some stuff to get into, so let's roll the tape. All right, folks. So this is what happened in LA not too long ago. A relatively small event. Well, this is what's happening in Canada. Here's Vancouver.
Stay away from kids! Stay away from kids! Stay away from kids!
Here's Ottawa.
Silence!
No more silence!
No more silence!
No more silence!
No more silence!
Leave the kids alone!
No more silence! No more silence!
No more silence!
No more silence!
No more silence!
Here's Toronto. And here's Montreal. I mean, absolutely massive. You know, the last time we saw anything even close to that, it was the trucker convoy. Generally, when you hear people talking about Canada, it's kind of like a place that's too far gone, can't be saved, which probably still is the case to a certain extent. You know, it's a woke S-hole or whatever. It's too far gone, there's nothing that can be done. Then you see stuff like this, and all of a sudden that thought process starts to change a little bit, doesn't it? That even the wokest of the woke, even the wokest of all clown worlds, can turn around and change completely on a dime. Folks, Canada's done the woke experiment. You know what that woke experiment's name was? Justin Trudeau. You know, it's been a long time since Justin Trudeau was elected to office. Him and Emmanuel Macron were supposed to be the future of liberal leadership, ushering us into a new age. You know, that's what all the magazines were writing at the time. And boy, oh boy, did that narrative fail to age well. After nearly a decade of Justin Trudeau, the pendulum is officially swinging and swinging hard. People are done with the woke crap. They're done with the slow descent into total authoritarian rule. They're done with the fake compassion and fake virtue from sociopathic, self-interested politicians who obviously don't have their interests at heart. And it's yet again another perfect example of that. Remember what happened during the trucker convoy? Which, by the way, in the long run, it seems wasn't exactly great for little Justin Trudeau. People had serious concerns. It wasn't even really political, at least not in the sense of political parties or the political spectrum. There were people from all ends who gathered together with a political demand, I guess you could call it, an end to the tyranny and government overstep. And Justin Trudeau's response was, anyone protesting and anyone criticizing me is a far-right fascist and bigot. That didn't exactly work so well now, did it? Well, you'd expect people to learn from their mistakes and to maybe adopt a new strategy, but nope, of course not. People like Justin Trudeau don't learn now, do they? His response to this massive protest was, let me make one thing very clear. Transphobia, homophobia, and biphobia have no place in this country. We strongly condemn this hate and its manifestation, and we stand united in support of 2SLG, I don't even know what that means, Canadians across the country. You are valid and you are valued. Again, not addressing the actual topic, not addressing the political concerns of his constituents that are taking to the streets, demanding change. No, he calls them phobic, says what they're doing should be condemned, that it's a manifestation of hate, and essentially makes the point that they're not welcome in Canada. I mean, absolutely, completely insane. What people are saying is that they don't want adult indoctrination targeting their children with this new gender ideology trend. And his response is that you're a bigot, you're somehow fearful, you have a phobia of particular groups of people and identities, and that you have no place in his country. Yeah, folks, I think this is the beginning of the end for leftist leadership in Canada. Actually, speaking of leftist leadership in Canada, here's a leader of one of the bigger political parties in Canada, Mr. Jagmeet Singh, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's friend, clearly picking a side.
Where's the government? Where's the county, the boys? You need to stand with us. You need to stand with us. Come on. Sir, what's the problem? What's the problem? Unbelievable. Resign. Unbelievable. Resign.
And so the far lefties in Canada have bought into the narrative, full stop, and well, yeah, here's the polling data. Over the last couple of years, the Conservative Party has skyrocketed, winning in absolutely every single poll, winning in the aggregate by nearly 10 points in one of the largest shifts towards conservative politics ever seen in the modern day. People are done, man. They're done with the craziness, they're done with the insane practices and the insane justifying of these practices, and most importantly, they're done with these politicians and their ridiculous gaslighting campaigns. Anybody who disagrees with us is phobic. Anyone who disagrees with us is a backwards human being that doesn't belong in our civilized society. That is Justin Trudeau's response every single time in these situations. And every time he does it, he gets knocked down a peg. Every time he does it, he continues to crater further and further and further into irrelevancy. And it seems as though at this point, at least based on the data that I'm privy to, that I have access to, from some of the most reputable polling sources in Canada, Justin Trudeau and his government are done. Career over, game over. Let the conservative political momentum shift begin. Folks, if it's happening in Canada, in the wokest of the woke lands, then obviously there's something here manifesting. I can only hope. Let's friggin' go. Another massive protest, another massive humiliating moment for little Justin Trudeau. Anyways, that's what I got for you guys. I don't want to go on and on repeating the same talking points. Just thought I'd update you guys on what's going on. It's obviously massively viral all over Twitter. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.